Hi, first graders. Today you're going to be practicing reading books and practicing different vowel sounds. After you do that, you're going to be working on reading a story and looking for the moral of the story. Now we're going to talk about finding the moral of the story. The past couple of days we've worked on characters and setting. Characters are who is in the story. The setting is when and where the story takes place. In Asha in the Attic, the main character is Asha, and another character is her grandpa. But Asha is the main character because she's the one that we see throughout the whole book. The setting is the attic during the day. We know this because the whole story happens within a day whenever she's over at her grandpa's house, and we can see in the pictures that it's daylight. The moral of this story, or the lesson of this story, is to be careful what you wish for. Throughout this story, Asha really wanted to be in one of Grandpa's stories. So she thought that she'd make it happen herself, and she went and she got into the attic. Once she was in the attic, she was stuck inside, and she felt really scared. Then Grandpa came and saved her. So even though Asha wanted to be in one of the stories, and that's eventually what she got, it didn't really happen the way that she wanted. And so it's really important to be careful what you wish for. That's what Asha learned in this story. And so that's what the author is trying to teach you. In Flip and Flop, the main characters are Flip and Flop. The main character is really Flip because we see him more in the story, because it also talks about him finding his new friend Hip. The setting of the story is in the Arctic, and again, it's throughout one day. Whenever we think about what we can learn from this story, we could take a couple different things from it. What I took from this story is to be open to making new friends and to be willing to try new things. So at first, Flip was upset because Flop didn't want to play with him because Flop was busy with his friend Hop. But Flip went out and he found another friend and they played together, and then they all four played together. So they were open to that, and because they were good sports about it, and they were willing to try new things and try new games and form new friendships, they ended up happier. So make sure to watch the next video so you know exactly what to do. But in summary, you're going to start off with one of the Jack Hartman videos like you usually do. Then you are going to go to Epic and you are going to practice reading some vowel books. With those books, I want you to try to read the words. Don't listen to it. But if you get stuck on a word and you don't know what it is, you can click on it and it will tell you. But I really want you to try to read it yourself, because I want you to practice those different vowel sounds. So as you're reading, try to blend the sounds together. So if you come across a word like bad, and you're like, I don't know what that word is, you can start with the beginning sound, b, 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 add, b, add, bad. So if you look across the word, you can think about what sound each letter makes and then blend those sounds together. If the word still doesn't make sense, I want you to look